Here we go, let's have a look. You look first. Oh my gosh!
Yummy!
Recently, as you know, I was over in America and went to an olive garden. What are they like?
That's good. Amazing.
That is a very short clip of Chloe trying some of their breadsticks. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, they were phenomenal. Chloe is dairy free and still ate some of them and was, yeah. But they keep bringing them out. And that's the thing, they kept bringing out so many breadsticks, we were like, we didn't really want to eat any food. Those breadsticks seriously were absolutely phenomenal. Like they had this like buttery garlic topping on. So that's what we're gonna do today. Homemade Olive Garden style breadsticks. In fact, the ones I'm gonna make because of this. Remember those breadsticks in America?
Yeah.
They were not dairy free. But I'm gonna make you some today that are.
Yay!
Yes, so whilst Chloe's off to school, we can do some dairy free ones, but I may have done some non-dairy free ones already. All right, so we're gonna need a big old bowl and some supporting ingredients. So the main thing is gonna be bread flour. You can use plain flour, but bread flour, as we've learned before, it's got like higher proteins in it. It gives you like a fluffy, chewier kind of texture. So if you can use that, brilliant. We've got our dairy-free butter. It's probably gonna splatter everywhere. We've got some sugar, which I believe the yeast likes. It likes to feed off of it. We've got the fast action yeast here, so one of those sachets from a shop, and some salt and some popping butter. Now the salt we're trying to add as late as possible, like you guys have told me that before. So the warm water is going in with the melted butter. Look at that! I'm sure my mum used to have an egg timer like that. Sugar. Oh, that's cool. And there's our yeast. We'll just sprinkle that in with it being warm. That will help it going. That is a thing, isn't it? Look at that. I really hope that went in the bowl. It sounded like it did. Yes, it did. Today, we're gonna lazy knead. Dun, 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 dun. Head whisk is gonna help because remember, we discovered that most mixers have got these kneading hooks and they are a lifesaver. They're games, you really should do it. I mean, I love kneading, but this takes so much effort out. And we can knead by hand at the end if we want, but there might be no need. So what we're gonna do is add about 1/4 of the flour at a time, and I have got some more flour reserved just in case it gets a bit sticky. Spoiler, I might be talking from experience, but we'll come on to that. Well, as you can see, that is not gonna make bread, so we'll keep adding the flour. It might make some sort of bread soup. I actually forgot the salt. That's how careful I am with this now. If anyone wants to debate that in the comments, I'm more than welcome and I'll read them. If you're team salt or team blend it all in and it will just see what happens. I used to be that team, now I'm quite careful. The internet has made me so cautious. Is it just me? Like, I'm just like, oh, have I got a cold? Or do I need to amputate? I couldn't help it, but I wanted to get my hands in there to make sure it's not too sticky, not too dry. It's kind of like tacky, but I can really see that elasticity, okay? I'm really happy with that. And it's also just really fun. And I don't know if it's just me, it's just a personal thing maybe, but whenever I try and prove dough in a metal bowl, it seems to rise better. Watch it fail now. Anyhow, we're gonna spray this all over, give it some help, give it some little bit of non-friction slidiness. It's like a slip and slide for your dough. Place that in there. Cover it with a damp cloth or some cling film. Like so, and place in a warm place. Gonna leave it for about 90 minutes. I'm gonna put it here by our boiler, which is really nice and warm. And randomly, this is an avocado plant that we've been experimenting growing. I've not done a video on it. That is one of Phoebe's eyes. But maybe I will, because it's actually quite cool. I think we ended up with an avocado tree. It's grown massively in the last couple of days. And whilst on the subject of Phoebe, she has painted this t-shirt for me. I don't know if you saw my Instagram post the other day. She basically drew Chloe in Boston for her mock exam from a picture, and it's incredible. And I was like, hey, could you paint me a t-shirt? So this is one of my favorite t-shirts, and she's just painted this. And I blooming love it. I was like, just do anything, do whatever you want. Whether this would actually be merch, remember she's come a long way from doing that toaster for me. So I might encourage her to maybe do more custom merch for me. I don't know if we can get that done digitally. She likes painting, so we'll see. Or maybe she'll just do like one-off things from time to time. But it's really cool to see her like, I can't even do a stick man. And the detail on that pug, oh my gosh. She got your tongue really good, didn't she, mate? Yeah. So we are an hour and a half later, and can you see that has pretty much doubled in size? And to be honest, I could probably keep it going. It will just take over the entire kitchen. Alrighty. Love that smell. So we're going to roll these out, and you could make them as big as you want, to be honest. I mean, they are like gigantic breadsticks effectively, but if you wanted to, I know I'll get this. Barry, can you do a giant breadstick? Be like, yeah, I'll just dump that down. This is something I wanted to show you, right? So we're just going to tear, look at how elastic that is. That is lovely. But it's tacky, so we want to get some of that flour down, and I'm just rolling it. I'm really not putting any effort in. And this is where I move my camera now and get flour all over my my lens is completely caked. It's amazing. But what you might notice, this board, I mean, it's the same as using my work surface. It's very smooth, okay? There's hardly any friction on it. And it's doing the job, but the surface on like this chopping board, it's got a bit more friction on it. So that's not going to move anyway with that cloth there. And it's not like a game changer, but it just grips the board slightly so that you can actually press down a bit more aggressively. And as you can see, get it to roll out more. And that is it. That is literally it. Can you see? It's smooth. It's going to rest. I've got loads more to make, so I'll see you in a minute. There we go. And of course, I've got a little bit of flour, not that much, on my custom t-shirt. Nice and symmetrical. We've got to let them rest again. So a damp tea towel. And back to the avocado plant for like another hour, all right? Now, of course, if you're not in a rush, you could freeze them, or if you wanted to slow down the process to build up more flavor, you could do a slow proof in the fridge, which, This is 20 past 11 at night. I would rather be in bed, but this is for tomorrow. So these ones we're gonna stick in the fridge. They're looking pretty good. I am going to cover them to stop them drying out though. This is a very cold tray. Okay, do I use my trivet when it's cold? Here we go, let's have a look. You look first. Oh my gosh! They've gone gigantic! Wow, cold slow proof. And these were made with standard butter, so these are not dairy free. And we can get these going now. So we'll see them in about 15 minutes. Some of those have gone a little bit like crinkly, so it'll be interesting to see what happens when it bakes. We've got to try and get them so they're nice and golden brown. And as they're warm, we slather, which is a word I do not say enough, we slather the melted butter, salt and garlic on top. So let's get that ready at least. Salt and garlic powder. Dollop of butter. Just gonna melt that up. This is gonna act as the glue, and the butter will then grip the salt and garlic mixture. Sorry, I have got to move the camera as I was talking and I was like drooling as it's warm. Oh my gosh. Oh baby. Oh yes. Look at that golden colour. Oh my gosh, lightly golden. There's one here, it's a little bit like scaggy, this one. You see that? I don't know, it looks more like a eclair. But I'm over the moon with it. Even that one. But now folks, the piece de resistance. Here we go. Is that gonna... Oh, look at that. It's sort of glossing it. Oh, you beautiful thing. Oh, look at that. Look at it's brought it to life. That's amazing. Oh no. This is so good. So now I've got my garlic salt and I'm just sprinkling that on. A little light coating. Let it absorb, let it get hidden slightly. Oh my word. Ah, that's amazing. If anyone works for Olive Garden, maybe let me know down below. I imagine they sort of get them made in bulk somewhere massive and they're just baked, already kind of proven, they just quickly bake them fresh. Or if you work for the people that provide the breadsticks for that, I would love to know how you do that. Have you got molds so they're all consistent shape, or you just freestyle it like that? Just wondering. Oh, look how fluffy that is in the middle. Can you see that? It looks like a Twinkie. Oh, here we go. Wow. A lovely, like, delicate crunch. It's not like rock hard, fluffy center. You've got that delicate flavoring on there. I don't know if it's because I've left it. They're still slightly lukewarm, which is great. But I feel like I want a little bit more flavoring on there. So I think I might actually put a bit more on if I was to serve them, like put them on literally before serving them, just to get that maximum flavor. Of course, I might not, actually I can see some of that seasoning has even, well, is that gone? I think that was the first one I did, so it's been there a while. Oh, this one I did last, hang on. Straight away, wow! That is phenomenal. But I do remember, we did get quite buttery fingers, that's probably one of the downsides. And the smell in here right now is stonking. Yes! So let's jump forward a few hours and see what Chloe thinks of her freshly baked dairy-free ones with, of course, the dairy-free topping exactly the same.
Yummy.
Ooh.
That's really good.
Yeah? How fluffy that is. Oh, mate, that's good. I actually think that's worked out better with just the sort of like the not overnight things. Yeah, maybe don't do that.
Way better than the normal ones.